Good evening. Hi, this is Jan from New York City. My channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. How's everybody doing on this Saturday night? Hope that everybody's doing well as always. Hey, listen, I believe in a little bit of convenience food. I believe in a little bit of fresh food. I believe in, just doing things as we go along sometimes where the mood takes us type thing. Now, I have been known to doctor up convenience foods. What do I mean by that? I'm going to give you an example. And I have to tell you, this is really delicious. All right. So you could buy the flavored mashed potatoes, the instant ones if you want, but I prefer, if I'm going to use the instant, I actually prefer to use the blank ones, the ones without any flavor in it. That way I can doctor it up to the taste to achieve the taste that I want to achieve. You might consider that. Here are a few good tips and tricks that really, really work. Now, you follow the package directions, but do a couple of swap outs. You know where it says milk? Instead of that, put in half and half. Okay. Whoa, that bumps it up already. Then, where some people put margarine, forget about that. Use a little bit of real butter. So we're talking half and half. We're talking real butter. But here is the really killer ingredient, in my opinion. Put in some garlic powder. What? Yes, garlic powder. This is amazing. Now, here's another thing you could do if you don't want to go the butter route, the cream route. Well, you might want to go a little butter, but you can take chicken broth instead of just the boiling water. You could put in chicken broth in its place, just as simple as that. Or you can put in beef broth, whatever flavor you want. Add some sort of a homemade element to something that is processed, and you will be lifting it up. But I'm telling you, the very first one that I described, I used to fool my mom sometimes with that. But then I'd say, Ma, this is a shortcut version. She used to fall all over it. She loved it so much. Now, here's another product of which you can doctor up. Now, we have good old fashioned instant powdery packs of chocolate pudding, example, or other flavors. They come in handy. I love them. And I'm going to explain about that. But every once in a while, without going to all the trouble of measuring, why not try the cook and serve version? Have the cook and serve, the one that you do on top of the stove. Just takes a few more minutes, but I can tell you this much, it tastes really authentically more homemade than the instant version. I know sometimes you're scared to take a little step here or there, but I have made puddings from scratch that were comparable to the one in the box that you cook and serve. Tastes the same to me. Just saying, just saying. And speaking of puddings, let's talk for a moment about a very simple, delicious thing to do, banana cream pie. This was another favorite of my mom's. So I'm going to share with you her very, very favorite recipe. It's so simple, especially with the warmer weather coming up. But there are a couple of fresh elements in this pie. While the pudding part may be a shortcut, by utilizing a couple of fresh elements, it gives it more of a, robustly fresh taste. So you're going to start off with a graham cracker crust. Any one you want. You could get a chocolate one. Some people like to have a chocolate banana cream pie. Some people like to just use the traditional graham. Some people like to make their own crust. Whatever it is that works for you, that's the one you do. Now, you're going to work with not banana pudding, not banana instant. You are going to work with instant. However, my mother used to use the vanilla instant pudding. But you're saying, but wait a minute, this is a banana cream pie. What are you doing with vanilla? I'll explain to you. What you're going to do is cut up a fresh banana and you're going to layer it on top, directly on top of the crust. Okay. So you're going to have all those little thin circles surrounding the top of the crust. So you don't do anything yet. Put that aside. Okay. Put it in the fridge. If you don't want it to turn black too fast, put that in the fridge. And then in the meantime, in the mixing bowl, you're going to make your instant vanilla pudding. However, the box tells you to enter 2 cups of cold milk. When you're doing a pudding type of a pie, you enter or add, oh, me with that word enter, don't ask, a cup and a half of milk. Okay. You could use whole milk, you could use low fat milk, but hey, if you're going to go this far, may as well use the whole milk. Just saying, just saying. Am I right or am I right? Use the milk you have on hand. All right. But use 1 cup and a half. Why? Because it gives the pudding more of a pie consistency. So remember, here's what it's going to look like: pie crust, the banana circles. Then you're going to put your prepared instant vanilla pudding on top of that. Next, you're going to add more of the sliced banana circles on top of the layer of the instant pudding. So you got the puddings pudding one time and the bananas twice. Okay, so it's surrounded by bananas, fresh bananas, over the vanilla pudding. So, okay, so put that in the fridge. In the meantime, again, another fresh element besides the bananas, you're going to make fresh whipped cream. This makes an incredible, absolutely an incredible difference in the taste of your pie. It just tastes so extremely fresher this way. By the way, those flavors will be marrying each other while they're in the refrigerator. That vanilla pudding is going to absorb the natural flavor of banana. Now, don't get me wrong, the banana instant pudding, the one that's flavored with banana, tastes like flavored banana. This one tastes like natural banana flavor. To me, there is an incredible difference. Now, if you're scared of making fresh whipped cream, I like to make fresh whipped cream. Number one, it tastes better. Number two, you can control the sugar in it, which is good. It should not be sweet, 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 because keep in mind that the pie filling is already pretty sweet. So I like having that little bit of a contrast of a more neutral, where you can actually taste the dairy. You actually could taste the cream on it. So if you're going to whip up some cream, you could do the following. You could use, I only use, believe me or not, very little, maybe a tablespoon, maximum 2 tablespoons of confectionery sugar. And optionally, it's not necessary, but optionally, if you wish to add a capful of vanilla extract, optionally. To me, it does not make a difference, but that's my taste. If it matters to you, you add the vanilla extract. Now, suppose you don't have confectionery sugar. What are you going to do? You can do one of the following. You can use 1 teaspoon of granulated sugar instead of 2 of the confection. Or if you have like a food processor, you can put the actual granulated sugar in it, pulverize it, and there goes your confectionery type of sugar, if it means that much to you. But anyway, you do the cream, you mix the cream until it becomes cream. Don't go overboard, because then you're going to have butter. You don't want butter, okay? So you want cream. You take the beautiful, freshly made, can't be freshly made whipped cream, put it on top of the pie. Put it away, chill it for a couple of hours. And then I know you can't stand to wait for it, but it's better if you do. So wait a few hours and have it for dessert. You can make it earlier in the day and it doesn't feel so badly like you're having to wait, or do it overnight type thing. You can do that too. Next, here's another pie. Now, this one does work well with Cool Whip. You could swap out everything I said, get the pie crust, make it instant chocolate pudding pie with this. Do the instant, follow the instructions. Again, 1.5 cups of milk, not 2. And then you can use, for some reason, this works very well with Cool Whip. Cool Whip over chocolate pudding, for some reason. I don't know why, but that works out very, very well if you want a quick pie in a hurry. Got last minute company or something like that. If you keep these components in your house, you can assemble a last minute call very easily. Just put that pie together and just chill it out. And while you're yakking and yakking, it's chilling in the kitchen. Make a pot of coffee, and voila, you got yourself a beautiful dessert. There you go. I just thought I'd share. In the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Thank you so much for listening. Why? Because I really do appreciate you. I'll be right back. Have an amazing, fantastic Saturday night. Take good care. Bye bye.